didn't buy a Surface RT? And how many of you have bought one but haven't yet pulled it out of the box? All right, so it is worth showing a little bit of it because you haven't yet torn it out of the box and taken a look at it. But you won't really see that many differences between Windows RT and Windows 8. We can get to the start screen. In this case, I'm running Windows 8.1, a preview build. I mean, it's kind of hard to tell. The main way you can tell is you can't do an icon that big in Windows 8 or Windows RT 8. With 8.1, you can resize these. So I could select this and say that I want to resize it and make it small. I could resize it, say that I want to make it large. I can more easily rename groups. Yeah, except I can't type. But you get the idea. We can more easily manipulate this start screen on purpose, and we can less easily rearrange it accidentally. So if I'm just kind of swiping back and forth, I can't just accidentally tug one of them away and move it into a different group. I would have to explicitly say that I want to customize, and once I've said that I want to customize, then I get the option to move the item around by just kind of tearing it off at the bottom of the list. We can get to the desktop. From the desktop, we do get File Explorer. Not really anything too surprising there. We could do something like searching for command, open a command prompt. From there, we could run PowerShell.exe. So we do get a reasonable environment, and if we type get command, come on, you can do it. I thought clearing the screen would be a nice simple operation. That one's taking a little bit. So I can see all of the different PowerShell commandlets that are included, and there are actually quite a few of them. The main thing, though, is that PowerShell and the command prompt and other things included in Windows RT are for the purposes of configuring the OS. So if you've used PowerShell to compile C# code and to display WPF forms and display dialog boxes and all kinds of other fancy stuff that you can do on Windows 8 with PowerShell, you won't be able to do that on Windows RT because Windows RT runs in a more constrained mode where it won't let you directly create .NET types, won't let you directly create .NET objects, it won't let you directly compile C# code. But it will let you do a lot of stuff. There are a lot of inbox commandlets. That list continues to get bigger with Windows 8.1. We do have a full version of Office installed. So we can run Excel, Word, PowerPoint, OneNote. The traditional home and student applications are present. And they have most of the same functionality that you would have on the desktop. There is a list of some items that aren't included in these apps that's available on the Office site that goes into those details. The main restriction, though, around Office is that by default, it's licensed for home use. It's not licensed for commercial use. So for commercial use rights, there are some other requirements that have to be met. Not the most pretty setup, because if you wanted to create a virtual smart card, you needed to do it from a command prompt. So I could say run as administrator, and then issue a command like, what is it, TPM, VSC, MGR, create, name my virtual smart card, pin prompt to say prompt for a pin, admin key random, generate. Now, then of course I need to have the right command, TPM. Oh, there it is, TPM VSC. Oh, there's my typo. I typed SVC, not VSC. VSCMGR. Then it prompts me to enter my PIN, which I need to confirm. Oh, and then I can't type. Doesn't have to be a long PIN. One character, I can't mess that up. Oh, and then it says it doesn't meet the complexity requirements. All right, fine. But you get the idea. You can create the virtual smart card. That's the easy part of the process, though. The hard part, then, is to get a certificate enrolled on it. Fortunately, you can use Active Directory certificate services to do that. If you expose those through an HTTP-based web service. So you can then use the Enroll Certificates wizard that's included inside of Windows RT to select from the available certificate templates that you've published in Active Directory. Say that I want a user certificate, say that I want whatever type of certificate I want. It can then generate that certificate and load it into the virtual smart card, just like you could do a physical smart card on a real machine. In the case of Microsoft internally, we're using Forefront Identity Manager, and we've got some other processes that we've worked on with that to do certificate enrollment with that, where we've actually used terminal services, a remote app, so we can connect into the remote app, generate a certificate through that, and then store the remote app back through the remote desktop connection onto the virtual smart card. So there are various ways to provision certificates onto that virtual smart card using automation. Or you can do it the lazy way, generate the cert, save it onto a USB key, insert it into the machine, and then load it up through Explorer just by double-clicking on it. Or you can run certutil, which is present here as well, and do certificate maintenance that way. So if we go to aka.com, Windows RT4 Enterprise. They sent me that URL earlier today. Let's hope that it actually works. As I told them, there's no way I'm going to type in the long URL, which is something like the typical TechNet URL. AKA, yeah, I copied and pasted it from their email, which did say aka.ms, but did say aka.com, but I think you're probably right. It's probably supposed to be MS. We still do have a wireless connection, right? No, we don't. That would probably explain something. That says we do. It's beta. What can I say? Let's start it up again. Okay, I won't do it from that device. Let's switch back over to this one.